The number 2 ranked Lady Vols return to Sherry Park Elise Stadium from Baton Rouge to play host to in-state opponent Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles. They'll use their 9-0 victory over LSU Sunday as momentum to carry them forward in this one. Let's take a look at the highlights, shall we? Welcome to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, where you can feel the intensity and tension mounting between Alabama and Tennessee. The pressure is on down the stretch, and the Vols desperately need to even up the series after dropping last night's opener 8-5. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Coming off a dramatic 4-3 win in walk-off fashion Saturday night, the Volunteers look to make it a perfect 10-0 start against the visiting Keneapack Bobcats. The Vols placed freshman right-hander Kyle Serrano on the hill today to try and complete the weekend sweep. Top 1, Serrano looking sharp early, throwing a lot of strikes and getting a couple fly balls, including this sweet grab by Kristen Stewart. He'd go on to have a big day. Serrano paints the outside corner for strike 3, sit down. Bottom first, on-base machine Scott Price draws the leadoff walk, and second baseman Will Maddox executes a textbook hit-and-run that would eventually set up this moonshot. Kristen Stewart displays the big league pop, providing a huge lift to his team, 3-0 Vols. After a quick second inning, Scott Price gets the fun started again with another leadoff walk. Will Maddox rips this double off the wall. He'll get into second standing up. Scott Price at third. A Kristen Stewart walk loads the bases, and catcher's interference next batter brings in another run. Bases still juiced, and Vincent Jackson drives in one more with this sac fly, all part of a 4-run second inning, and the Vols wouldn't look back, mostly because Kyle Serrano wouldn't let him, picking up 2 of his 5 strikeouts right here. He'd retire the first 11 batters he faced, going 6 strong and allowing just 1 run on 2 hits. Price catches the last out of the game, and the Vols win 9-4.
Leadoff guy, Will gets a hit. Next thing you know, Stewie's got the score 3-0. That's always a good thing on a Sunday when you're going for a sweep.
Hi, my name is Kevin Kowalewski. With me today is Andy Cox. Andy is one of 50 finalists named for the midseason watch for the 10th Annual Stopper of the Year Award to the best reliever in college baseball. Let's get to know Andy a little bit.
It's been a blast. I mean, I can't think of any other thing to do. I love coming out of the bullpen. You know, I'm starting this weekend, but it's always like this whole season I've loved just coming to the field every single day knowing, man, I'm going to have the chance to pitch every single day and help this team win. You know, it's just more of me having confidence in myself and my ability. Like last season, you know, this stuff was there, but being a freshman, I kind of, you know, at times I'd get timid, I'd get nervous and scared. And this year, like, experience helps a lot, but I just had to tell myself, like, you know, you have confidence. You got to tell yourself you can do it every single day. Like, these guys are not as good as you. You just have the mentality. You can get anybody out in this league, and I think that's helped me the most.
What's your favorite strikeout pitch?
It's got to be my slider. That's the pitch I go to when I'm at 2 strikes. I know that's the most confident pitch I have that I'm going to strike somebody out with. I had to go to the back foot and lefty throwing outside corner. It's hard to hit if it's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
It's helped me a ton. This year I was telling myself I'm going to be the person that goes out there and no matter what, I'm going to compete my tail off, and I'm just going to win every single pitch, stay focused, and just have fun, and know that my defense behind me is going to make any play I give them, and like just throw as many strikes as I can and keep the ball in improvements. I'm excited for this weekend. I'm going out there every single game like as if I never will pitch another game in my life, and I'm going to do it every single time. I'm going to give it my all every single time I go out there, and I think the team's starting to catch up on that, and it's really shown improvements. I'm excited for this weekend. No, this is a big weekend for us, and we can win this series. We're for sure in the tournament, and who knows where it goes from there. You make the SEC tournament, you don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. You just got to catch fire, be hot.
One lesson.
Man.
A lot of good ones.
Oh, gosh. I mean, the game has taught me just how to be like disciplined. It's helped me with schoolwork. Like being on time to classes. Like you can't be late to come to baseball meetings. So I'm not going to be late going to classes. Like the coaches here have taught me leadership. They taught me discipline and how to just basically be a better human being than I am. And I don't know. It's crazy. Like the way that we're treated around here is awesome. But we really have to do the stuff right on and off the field to keep ourselves playing on the field. We got to make good grades. We got to go to classes, stay on top of everything. I think my best moment had to be at the beginning of this year when I came into UNLV and I threw 5 shutout innings and help the team come back. Like, I mean, we were down, and I felt like I changed the momentum, and that really sparked like my role as a bullpen pitcher, being a long relief person. And I really felt like that helped. Maybe that could help this team in the long run. We swept UNLV, and I feel like I helped a big portion of that. And that's probably my favorite moment so far, and just being allowed to be on this team in the first place. It's always grateful.
And being in Las Vegas.
Yeah, LA last year. I mean, Las Vegas was fun.
Yeah, always a good time. Another conversation.
Yeah.
Andy Toss, thank you very much
Thank
for your
you.
time, my friend.
Thank you.
The rest of the year.
Thank you.
Welcome to TVC News. There's a lot going on in Tennessee sports this week, and for the report, I'll toss it over to Kevin.
Thanks, Scott. The craziness surrounding the Vols roller coaster season may not be over. An ESPN report coming out this afternoon that Conzo Martin is a top target for Marquette's coaching vacancy. The report says that there hasn't been any confirmation Martin is in fact interested in the job. His team, however, was interested in fighting last night in a Sweet 16 loss to Michigan. Down 11 at recess and 15 at the second half, the Vols cut it to 1 on a late Jordan McRae bucket. But Jarnell Stokes was called for a late charge. The call very questionable. The Vols' heart was not.
You know, we didn't come out here, even though Michigan was on fire, we didn't come out here and get blown out. We still showed some heart towards the end, and, you know, I got a chance to play on the stage like this, and it's amazing. You know, a lot of people didn't think we would make it this far. And, I'm sure there was points in the game where people thought we should be down 20 or 25, so we definitely showed heart. You know, a lot of it was just we had to get lucky and hope they missed some threes, and they wouldn't miss.
The Lady Vols are back in the Sweet 16. It's their 32nd appearance in 33 women's tournaments. They're, of course, the 1 seed in the Louisville region. The Lady Vols will take on Maryland at the KFC Yum Center tomorrow at noon. Their thoughts on the game.
We just need to focus on our next game. We can't get to where we need to go if we don't focus on Maryland right now. So I think in years before, we've said we got to the Final Four, but we can't overlook who we're going to play next.
I think it's just a matter of who's going to want it more, who's going to play harder, who's going to get the 50-50 balls, who's going to be more gritty, have more of a swag and an attitude about them that when they do get out there on the floor, everybody's on point and everybody's clicking together.
Vols held their second spring scrimmage this morning at Neyland Stadium. Got a little bit of work done in the rain today. Butch Jones said it was good to see the team in the elements. He liked the tempo today. The quarterback competition still seems even. Some did good, some did bad. Nathan Peterman, the only quarterback not to throw a pick, but he did hold the ball too long. Riley Ferguson had an overtime interception that got him some words from Butch Jones, but he says that's just another teaching moment for the whole unit.
Trust is earned over time, and they know I'm always going to have their back, and so every play is a teaching opportunity with this young football team. So a lot of times when you're correcting one individual, you're correcting the entire football team. That's what teachers do. So it was a great teaching opportunity at that moment of time, not just for Riley, but the entire quarterback position, and you always need to take advantage of that when those opportunities occur.
Jones also impressed with the defensive line and the linebackers. On the flip side, he liked what he saw from the O-line and running backs freshman Jalen Hurd continuing to progress. The veteran Marlon Lane battling it out despite a cast on his arm.
I think that position group is really starting to come on. And, you know, Marlon's been a warrior for us. He's playing with a cast. And to have him back and get some game repetitions, some game speed reps was big for us today. But also, you know, Jalen Hurd continues to develop, and he needs as many reps as he can. So that was extremely productive for us.
It was a great night for hockey in the Coliseum. Eric Satteem's overtime winner gives the Ice Bears a playoff win over Louisiana 2-0. The Ice Bears move to the SPHL semifinals. Back to you, Scott.
Thanks, Kevin. The Vols will have their orange and white game this weekend. Last year they had great attendance numbers. Do you think they can top that this year?
Oh, I think so, very much. There's a lot of buzz this time of year. Everyone's excited to see our really great recruiting class, and it'll be the first glimpse that Knoxville gets at them. So come on out this Saturday.
Well, that'll be it for sports today. We'll send you back to news.